Hi guys, I'm Saurabh and welcome to my video. So I posted two more videos before this video. So one video was about how you can fill your UK visa application and all of the details you need to know. And the second video was about CAS, which is confirmation of acceptance for studies in the UK, which your university provides you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all of the documents you need before you apply for a UK visa. Now, all of this information is already mentioned on the uk.gov website. I'll give you a link in the description. You can go and then you can see the documents you need in order to apply for the UK student visa. But in this video I would like to add my experience and what I did for to get those documents. So it might help you and it might also clear any confusion you have. So now let's begin the video. So first of all, if you go on the website, you will see documents you'll need to apply, and when you apply for this UK student visa, you need to provide your current passport. So that's a thing which you need to provide. So when you are applying for a visa, you need to have a passport. Without passport you will not get your visa, obviously, but there are many things like without passport you won't even be able to give your IELTS, you won't be able to give a medical, or you won't be able to even apply to your university. At this stage, if you're looking forward to apply for a UK student visa, I'm pretty sure you have your passport. So this is the document you have. The second document, they said, is a confirmation of acceptance for studies, which is your CAS, which is a electronic letter or document which your university provides you. It has a unique reference number which is unique to your application, and you just need to enter this number in your application, and then the visa officer can look at all of your details. So this is the second most important thing you need to have before applying for your student visa. Now let's talk about the other documents which you might need, and these documents can vary. Like some of the documents are only required by some people. For example, a valid ATS certificate. So if your course requires an ATS certificate, you need to have that when you get your offer letter, and before applying for the visa you need to have this, and not most of the people need this. You don't need to worry about this certificate if you don't need it. And the other thing is proof of parent or legal consent if you're under 18. Now most of the people might be over 18, but some just might be under 18 before they apply for the visa, because after finishing your class 12th exam, most of the people are either 18 or they're just about to hit 18. So you might be under 18 at the time of the application. So you need consent from both of your parents. You need to write a letter, and you need to provide a proof of relationship, which can be either any document like a government document. Usually the birth certificate is accepted. If you talk about PAN card or Aadhaar card, I don't think those are a valid proof of relationship document. So your best document will be your birth certificate, and you only need this certificate, your birth certificate and consent form, if you are either under 18, or you need to show this certificate if the money you have to show, the maintenance fund for 20 days you need to show, is held in your parents' account and not in your name. So from this, now let's talk about the financial evidence. So you need to provide a bank statement or any financial evidence that you have the required funds in your account for at least 28 days, and the day that statement has been generated shouldn't be more than 30 days old. For example, you can keep your money from 1st to 28th of June. So on 28th of June you have the money in your account for 28 consecutive days. On 29th of June you can print out a statement. Now when you printed out the statement on 29th June, that statement will be valid till 29th of July. So in between that period you can apply for your visa. So you can apply on 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th of July, and the statement from 29th of June will still work. But personally what I will suggest is get your statement just before you apply for the visa. In the first video I told you how you can upload your documents, like financial documents, on the VFS global website. So when you are about to upload those documents, you can either on the same day can get those statements and go to the bank, get the certificate or letter or statement, and then you just scan it and then you upload it, because you can upload the documents till 24 hours before your appointment. Or when you get your CAS, just go to the bank, get all the documents, come back home, and then you can apply for your student visa and then just upload the documents. This is what I will personally suggest. One more thing I will personally suggest is that I told you that you need to provide your proof of relationship and consent from parents if the money is held in their account. So what I will suggest is just keep the money in your personal account. Now I know a lot of people who doesn't do that. So what they will do is if they need to show 20 lakh rupees or 20,000 pounds, what they will do is they will have like 8,000 pounds in their dad's account, 5,000 pounds in their mom's account, and the rest of the money in their account. And it can be even more complicated. For example, it can be like 5,000 pounds in a father's account, 3,000 pounds in a father's FD, 2,000 pounds in mother's FD, 3,000 pounds in mother's bank account, 2,000 NFD in your name, and the rest of the money in your savings account. So it is just a very complicated thing. I know they accept it and most of the people won't have any problem, but I was watching this video of a YouTuber who did this. He had like bunch of statements from 3 different banks and different FD statements, and his visa got rejected because the visa officer didn't look at the statement. That was a mistake of the visa officer. So what he did, he applied for an administrative review, and then they looked at his application again, and then they reverted the decision. They said they made a mistake and they gave him the visa. But this was just an extra hustle. Like he waited for the visa, his visa got rejected, and then he submitted the review and everything, and it just just took a bit of extra time. So what I will suggest, you have 20,000 pounds, 20 lakh rupees if you're applying from India or any other currency, and you have it in your account. Your father have it, your mother have it, or you have some of the money. So what I will suggest is just transfer all of the money into your account. Ask your parents, tell them all of the situation. Don't spend that money, just keep it in your account and leave it for 28 days. And even after 28 days, just don't do anything with it till you get your visa. Just keep that money in there. And if you're showing money as a fixed deposit, as an FD, then you can just leave that FD if you don't want to break it. But for the studies in the UK for the first year, you will need that 20,000 pounds. So you have to break the FD eventually. So if you have to break the FD eventually, you should just break it before and get the cash in your personal account for 28 days straight. Then you don't need to provide any other document. You can just show your bank statement and that's it. You only need 2-3 documents then, like your IELTS results, your bank statement, your TB results. So this is what I will personally suggest. One of the other documents which you need is your TB test. Now if you have not given your TB test and you are waiting that you will take an appointment after you apply for your visa or when you get your CAS, I will suggest you to take your TB test as soon as possible. You don't need to wait for CAS or you don't need to wait for anything. Just go to their website. I will put the link in the description. They have a TB testing websites in India and there are like many different cities. They have shorted it out by the state, so you can look at your state and see if you have a clinic in your state. If you don't, like in Uttarakhand, there is no testing site in Uttarakhand. So I had to go to either Delhi or Chandigarh. So you go there. All of the mobile numbers are provided there. What you have to do, you just call them, you book an appointment, tell them straight away that you need your TB test result for the UK visa, UK student visa, and they will book your appointment. And then you just go to your appointment and then they will get your TB screening done. They take your x-ray and then they give you a certificate which have all of your details from your passport number, your name, your date of birth and your passport size photo, and you just need that document. You just scan it and keep it with you, and that document is valid for 6 months. So you can just give your TB test now if you're waiting for your CAS or if you're waiting for anything else, because you might get a TB test appointment very late. For example, if you call them today, they might say that they don't have any appointment till the next month. You might look at the other centers as well, but they also might have a very long waiting period. So this is what I will suggest, just get your TB test done. If you talk about the TB test, I personally did it in New Delhi in the Max Hospital. It takes 2 to 3 hours. You need your passport, you need to carry a pen, and you need to have your passport size photos. Take 2-3 video, and what they will do, it's not very lengthy process, but you have to wait. Like the process is not lengthy in terms of what you do. You just stand there and they will call out your name. You just go there and pay the fees, and then you just sit and then you wait, and then you wait for them to call for the x-ray screening, and then you give the x-ray, and then you just wait for the doctor to get your certificate, and then doctor will call you. She will just ask like 1 or 2 questions, and then she will sign the document, and then you just go to the reception or the place where they tell you to go, and then you put your photo there. They will stamp the photo, like half the photo will be stamped and half of the paper will be stamped, and you're done. It's just like it takes 2-3 hours. I don't know why. It's just there are loads of people, and what you have to do is make sure all of the details are correct in your TB test result, because if those are incorrect, your visa might get rejected. So when you see your certificate, just make sure every spelling, everything is correct. If it is not correct, you can get it correct there itself. So just make sure everything is perfect. And now the last thing which you need is your English language test. Now when you apply for a university, they will offer you an conditional letter, and that conditional letter will have a requirement that you need to score this much band in your IELTS. Now when you go to IELTS website, you might see there are 2 different kind of IELTS. One is normal and then one is IELTS for UKVI. So IELTS for UKVI is the one you need to give in order to apply for your visa or to the university. Now university do accept different kind of results as well. Some of the universities can conduct their own English test, and then they can just show it in your CAS letter that they have conducted the English test. Then you don't need to upload your English language requirement results. But if they ask you to give an IELTS, you have to give the IELTS for the UKVI, and it costs the same as the normal IELTS, and all of the paper is same, all of the sections are same, not the questions maybe, but all of the format and everything is same. It's just that it is accepted by the UK Home Office. You have to give that one, and there are some computer delivered one, but it's not available in all of the cities. For example, if you give normal IELTS, the computer delivered one, it is available in Chandigarh, but if you want to give computer delivered UKVI IELTS, it's not available in Chandigarh, it's available in Delhi. So you might have to look for that, and the dates are very less for the UKVI one, so it's usually 1 or 2 dates in a month. But if you are applying for a UK student visa and you have your CAS letter, so you will already have your IELTS result. But if you are looking forward to apply for next year, I will suggest you to get your passport first, and then you apply for IELTS for the UKVI, and then you can apply for the university. Now there are some exceptions for IELTS. For example, if you have done your degree in an English majority speaking country, you don't need to give your IELTS. Or if you have completed like CGSE level, which is your class 10th in Scotland or England, you don't need to give IELTS. For example, I have completed my bachelor's in the UK, so I didn't have to give IELTS for my master's admission. But before that, I gave IELTS and I scored 7 band. So if you are from any English speaking majority of the country, which they have a list on their website, I will again give the link in the description. You can go and check out the countries. If you're from there, if you've completed a degree there, you don't need to give IELTS. Now there's one more document which is not mentioned on this website, but it is mandatory, which I got in my checklist as well. It is the transcripts or the proof you use for the admission in the UK. So if you're doing undergrad, you might have used your class 10th and 12th mark sheet, so you need to submit those transcripts as well. And if you are doing a master's, you need to submit your bachelor's degree. You need to submit those transcripts as well. It is not mentioned in the website, but it is kind of obvious that you need to show the proof that how you got the admission. Now these are all of the documents which you might need. When I was applying for my first visa in 2016, I was with an agent from the university. It was not like a paid agent, they were just helping me. So the documents, they gave me a list of the documents that I have to submit: my PAN card, my Aadhaar card. They said to write a letter to British High Commission, I'm applying for UK visa, please accept my application, and a bunch of other certificates which you actually don't need to submit. You can submit one or two. You can submit a PAN card, you can submit an Aadhaar card, but those are not required. You don't need to submit them at all. The only documents which you need to submit will be shown to you when you finish your visa application. Like in the first video, you can see it will be an I button in the description, that in the end there will be a document checklist, and you just need to submit those documents. You can submit any additional documents which you want, but it is not necessary, nor it will harm your application in any way. So you can obviously submit for your personal satisfaction. Like there was an option in my visa application to submit my accommodation agreement, which was not in my document checklist, but I did it anyway, just because I wanted to be transparent for all of the things they were asking. And if I have that document, I will obviously provide it. So you don't need to worry too much that how I'm gonna get all the documents and everything. It can be a bit hectic process, but it doesn't have to be. Now if you have any doubts, if you want to know any doubts regarding any documents, you can comment down below. I will try to help my best. If I don't know the answer, I'll just tell you that I don't know the answer to that question, but I'll try to reply to all of the comments if possible. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. This is a fairly new channel. If you subscribe, it will help me a lot. I will try to bring more videos regarding the UK visa application and the life in the UK. For example, how my experience was when I went to the UK visa application in Chandigarh, and what bank is best in England, how you can save money, how you can find part-time jobs, how you can apply for national insurance number. All of the things I have experienced because I've lived in the UK for 4 years. There are fairly other channels on the YouTube as well, but they don't have as much experience as I have. So if you have any doubts, just ask me. I'll try to make a video on that topic, or I'll try to reply in the comment section. Now this was all for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.